Hey, you. Yeah, you. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast?
We're two busy moms and boss ladies. If we can do it, you can too. When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had a lot of questions. How do we record an episode? How do we get our show into all the apps people like to listen to? How do we make money from a podcast?
The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join us in the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor.
That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast. You're listening to Boss Ladies and Babies.
Business BLAB.
We're taking off our mom hats and letting our entrepreneurial side show.
So grab a notebook and give yourself a bossy timeout. Welcome back to Business BLAB. This is Mickey.
And this is Megan. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our mini episode where we talk all things business. This week, we are talking about your Instagram bio and how to optimize it.
That's right. So, you know what they say, first impressions matter, and that isn't any different for social media. When someone stops by your platform, you have a matter of literally seconds to impress them or convince them to keep scrolling. And one of the biggest mistakes that we see people making is not optimizing their bio in a way that will make viewers want more. Optimizing your bio is your chance to speak directly to the person you can help. Tell them why they need your help, how you can help them, and then direct them to sign up or purchase the thing you offer to help them.
Yes, so this can all feel a little bit overwhelming, but you just have to go back to the basics. So grab your phone and pull out the old bio. Let's dust off the cobwebs and make it sparkle. All right, first things first. Are you clear on who you are and what it is you do? Make sure you're very clear on your title and what you do. Then practice talking about it. Can you explain what you do confidently in a few words? A lot of times this can be more challenging than we think. Summing up your entire title in a few words can make even the most confident head spin, but picking a few of the right words will pack just as much power.
So that first line, who you are, your name, your title, this is the name field on Instagram, and it's separate from your username. It gives you another chance to provide more detail on your business. Make sure that you're considering strong SEO words here. We highly recommend to put your service here, not just your name. Instagram is starting to act more and more like a search engine, so use this opportunity to get in front of more eyes.
Yeah, so for this one, instead of just putting your name, like you have Boss Ladies and Babies, and then it says name, and you put in like Megan Gillespie. You want to actually really use this to be able to put in what you do, like who you are, your title, because then when people search more, they'll search for certain words and you'll pop up and get in front of more eyes. So if you put Megan/business consultant or something like that, it will generate more eyes on your actual page when people search, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And then you also want to consider what you do. So this is your chance to tell people exactly who you are, who you help, and how you do that. You can really play up on your ICA's pain points here. And in case you are unfamiliar with the term ICA, that's your ideal client avatar. So you can really play up on those pain points and the special and totally unique only to you problem that you can solve is clear in this part of your bio. So this is your grab. You want this line to blare like a flashing red light at the eyes of anyone who has the pain points that you can fix. Get clear on what you do and why you do it so well. And a big way to do that is to just be you and show them who you are.
So who you serve. Just in case your ICA was second guessing if what you do is for them, this is where you get to spell it out. Remove the questions by telling them exactly who it is you help. You're going to need to be really clear on your target audience and ICA before you get to this part, so you might want to backtrack and do some research before moving forward with this one. If it isn't extremely clear, it isn't going to be truly optimized.
And a lot of us think we know who our ICA is or who our target audience is, but we probably don't. You really want to dig deep and figure out like every single pain point that they might have so that you can really show up to serve them and make it clear that you can serve them and help them. And then you want to showcase what you offer. So this is your call to action. Here is where you present the solution and direct them to what you do to solve that problem. This is why you want to be so clear on what that problem is so you can make sure that your offer will solve it. So make it super easy for them to get to your offers by having everything in one place, like a link tree or something like that that has all of your links, easy access with one click. And that way they don't have to jump around through a bunch of hoops and when they're ready to do the thing that you want them to do.
Now put it all together. If you have space, throw in some emojis to make it sparkle, and you've got yourself a fully optimized, client-attracting Instagram bio. You can use this formula on other platforms as well. Just remember who you are, what you do, who you serve, and what you offer. Sounds pretty simple, right?
Except for Instagram has to make everything super hard and doesn't let you put that many characters. So think about all of these things and then also how you can get creative to chop it down and to fit into Instagram's pesky character like limit. Ugh. It's possible though. Just be creative and play around with these tips. And if you need help getting clear on any of these questions, determining your ICA or creating or figuring out how to use your voice to stand out, make sure you check out my program, The Brand You Strategy. Enrollment is opening at the end of this week, and I would love to have you. So let me know if you have any questions. Check it out at www.bossladiesandbabies.com/thebrandyou. Sign up for my VIP list to get news first, or mention this episode, send me an email, and we can grab you a spot early.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's all we have for you this week. Until next week, stay bossy.
Thank you for listening to Boss Ladies and Babies. If you like this episode, be sure to rate, review, and leave us some feedback.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook and join the conversation in our Facebook group at Boss Ladies and Babies.
And until next time,
stay bossy.